If you're joining me, if you're joining me again, let me move you up here. Um, I selected a wrong setting in Loom, so I needed to stop and start over. So we are actually on the second task statement in lesson 21, and we're going to work on that task segment in GeoGebra. And I hope that's okay with you. I always feel like I have to do more as I'm teaching. So I'm looking it through. Number 1 says use a straight edge to create a triangle. Label the 3 angle measures as angle A, angle B, and angle C. Let me check one more thing before I start this. So I went into your curriculum to see if there was an applet in there that we could mess with. There isn't. So I'm in the regular GeoGebra website, and I just created a triangle using segments. I did segment, 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 right? And then once I finished that, I went into the angle and clicked on 2 sides of the angle until I got a measurement. I didn't really want the measurement, so I clicked that arrow, I clicked on that measurement, I labeled it whatever I wanted to label it, showed the label, hid the value because it's not important right now. And I did that so that we didn't have to spend time doing it all together, and then I did it all together. So I'm going to delete this. We just finished number 1 on the student task statement. Okay, use paper folding to mark the midpoints of the 2 sides. So we're not going to do that. If I go back here, it says this says to use it with technology. So let's mark the midpoints of 2 of the sides. Okay, we have a midpoint tool here, midpoint or center. Select two points, a segment, a circle, or a conic. So I want the midpoint of that and the midpoint of that. So the midpoints of 2 of the sides. Let's see what it says to do next. Extend the side of the triangle without the midpoint in both directions to make a line. Extend the side of the triangle without the midpoint in both directions to make a line. So I'm going to draw a line over this side. Okay, there's our line. Use what you know about rotations to create a line parallel to the line you made that goes through the opposite vertex. So I'm actually going to rotate this line 180 degrees to make it onto that point. So I need to rotate it through a center. Okay, so I'm actually going to draw construction. Get out of that. I need another midpoint. Okay, so I'm going to draw a little construction line. Oh, that went away. Why did that go away? That's weird. Midpoint of that side. There it is. Segment. And then I want a midpoint of this. Okay. Now I'm going to redo that line through here. So I'm going to rotate this line around that point, and it should end up there. So let's find that rotation. Transform. Rotate around a point. So select the object to rotate and the center. I hope this works. We're doing 180 degrees, so it doesn't matter if we do clockwise or counterclockwise. And it ended up there. Cool. All right. So that was question 4. Use what you know about rotations to create a line parallel to the line you made that goes through the opposite vertex. I know that they're parallel because I rotated them 180 degrees. That's all that I needed to figure out. Okay. Now, what is the value of A plus B plus C? And explain your reasoning. All right. Well, I know that. Let me see if I can do this. I want to be able to draw on this. So I'm going to take a picture, and then I'm going to see if I can put it right here. Ooh, it worked. Oh, don't want that. So I want to be able to draw on this. All right, we know that angle B is corresponding up there. We know that angle C, just extend this line, is corresponding up here. I know these are vertical angles, so those are congruent. So I can name that C, and these are vertical angles. So I can name that B. So I used corresponding, then vertical. What could have I done? What else could I have done? I hope you said alternate interior, because that would have been easier. I know that B and B are alternate interior angles because they're on the inside of those parallel lines, and C are alternate interior angles. Now, what's the point of doing all of this? This is the really cool part. It's like magic. This is a line, and lines are 180 degrees. So I know that A plus B plus C is always going to be 180 degrees. Any triangle. Okay, we just proved the fact that any triangle, the angles, angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle 3 will always, always, always be 180 degrees. And we proved that by using parallel lines and alternate interior or corresponding and vertical angles. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. All right. Triangle sum theory another way. So that's actually a theory called the triangle sum theory. Here is triangle ABC with angle measures A, B, and C. Each side has been extended to a line. Let me peek at the student. Yep, bummer. Nope, don't want to go there. We're going back here. So each side has been extended to a line. So translate triangle ABC along the directed line segment from B to C. So from B to C. So we're directing it along here. That means that this would become B prime, C prime, and approximately A prime. I should not be in that awful color yellow because I know it's hard for you to read. So we just translated triangle ABC along directed line segment BC. Cool. Translate triangle A prime B prime C prime along directed line segment A prime C, which is, let's do pink. A prime C is here, so we're going to direct this down there. And that means this is going to become a double prime. This will become approximately C double prime. Approximately B double prime. So we just translated triangle A prime B prime C prime along directed line segment A prime C, and it became down there. Now label the measures of the angles that meet at point C. What color should we use? I like the green one. This is point C. Label the measures of the angles that meet at point C. We're not going to actually measure them, but I know that those are 180 degrees because those are vertical, okay? I can say those are 180 degrees Okay, it's another way to prove the triangle sum theorem, which says that the 3 inside angles of a triangle will always add to 180. All right. And this is sort of the final product of the first one we did. And that's it. Okay. I do not like the fact that I think the last 2 lessons have not had very good summaries for you. So I'm going to see if I can take care of that. Okay. When I'm done saving this, I'm going to make sure we have everything in our summary for our, remember last unit, or the first half of the unit, we had a glossary. And what else did I give you? Oh yeah, just the unit summaries. So let me look for those. I wrote that twice. This one's messy, so let's just keep that one. But that's it for today. Okay, excellent work.